Hey YouTube, this is Jamal with JVC Landscaping. Just wanted to do a quick video on how I got started with my lawn care business. Now, I've, I've been in Georgia for quite a while, and I've had almost like 2 to 3 years experience working for somebody else, but doing landscaping, doing lawn care, cutting grass, bush trimming, planting flowers, putting down pine straw, putting down mulch. So I've had that experience before starting my business. And so what I had at the time, or what I had available to use, was this van right here. And so I started with the push mower. Okay, I got my push mower. I printed some business cards. I got my logo on my hat, and I started advertising on Nextdoor. I started giving out cards. I did some door knocking. I got family members. I was able to cut some family members' yard, and I started with the push mower, and one thing led to another, and my first purchase was my trailer. So before, I would have my push mower inside the van, and right now I do keep my weed eater. I keep my gas, any tools that I have or that I need, I keep inside the back of the van, because for protection as well, and it's easier for me. So I started with my push mower inside the van, and then I got my trailer, and I started having my push mower on the trailer. And then after a while, as I started getting more and more yards, because the Nextdoor was working, and as I did one customer's yard, what I would do is, when I cut one yard, 4 or 5 houses around, I would go and put on my business card by their door. And so I started getting calls like that. And another thing I did use, or I am using now, is I'm using Lawn Love. It's an app, and so you get customers. The pay might not be as great, but you get customers. And so I started getting a lot of customers on Lawn Love, and that's when I went ahead and got my Gravely 36-inch. And I got that so that I can cut front yards and backyards regardless of the size of the gate. And I haven't run into any problems where the gate is smaller than the mower. So that's one thing to know. Every house I've been to, it has been able to fit in the backyard, and I've not had any problems. So I got this, and so I started getting more customers with Lawn Love, and I'm able to, pay on my mower and pay on the trailer, and pay for gas. You have your expenses. And also, one thing I gotta know is, with starting out your business, one thing I realized is you just gotta do it. You can't waste no time. You can't sit around thinking. You gotta know what you can get into and what you can't. But the longer you sit down, the longer you procrastinate. And I'm saying this because I've done this. I've had things I wanted to do, and the procrastination, the searching on the web, slowed me down on what I needed to do. And so one thing I realized, and as I got older, is that you got to do it. You just got to get up, you got to go, you got to do it. And it doesn't matter what business you start. It doesn't have to be lawn care. Whatever tools you have, you can go out, you can get started. You just got to do it. And so Another thing I wanted to mention was, or with my customers, with Lawn Love, as I said, you don't get paid as much with Lawn Love, but it is a start. And by me cutting other yards, even though, you know, forget the price, is that other customers see your work. So when I'm cutting a yard, the neighbors are looking, and they'll be like, hey, can you come cut my yard too? That looks really good. And so in everything you do, you got to do it to the best of your abilities. And so that's another tip for when you're working. So that's how I got started. I did when I get my my LLC. I got my LLC because I know that was needed. I got my I got insurance. I got insurance too. Lawn Love does offer insurance, but you know what I mean, I got my own insurance. And so that's it. I got started. It didn't take long to get my my LLC. It took about a week. And the same thing with the insurance. It didn't take too long either. Whoever is out there and you're looking to start your business, it's not difficult like a lot of people might make it seem, or you might be thinking in your head, because you see, you know what I mean, you're looking up on the net and they tell you all these things you might need, but it's not hard. Starting your own business, you need a weed eater. A lawn care business, you need a weed eater, you need your blower, you need a mower. You can start with your push mower, you get some properties, you make some money, and as you get more properties, then you're able to upgrade. And you know what I mean, I don't necessarily I know it is a little benefit when you can buy in credit, but it'd be great if you could buy it right out. But if you get into customers and you know you're doing a good job, you're not out there wasting time, you're not out there doing slim pickings and doing the bare minimum. If you're out there working and trying to make sure that you give the customer your all, or the best, how you would want your yard to look, if you're out there doing that, then I would definitely recommend getting a mower. Even if you get it on credit, as I mentioned, you can get a lot of mowers at different dealers, and some of them do offer. I know in Georgia here, our own do offer 0% for 42 months, and it definitely makes sense, especially if you get like 30-40 customers. 50, and it's you by yourself. You know what I mean, if you have other people working with you, you definitely need more customers, but 50 customers can definitely keep you busy every 2 weeks. And then you have to watch out for the season. You know, the season's about to slow down right now, and some people want their yard cut once a month. But that was my take. Just wanted to tell you how I got my business started. And yeah.